Good guys, my name is Lord Tomer. Welcome again to another Sonic the Hedgehog toy item collect review. As you know, I'm good old Lord Tomer, and with the good old blue stay, Sonic the Hedgehog. It's been a while since I've uploaded a review. For those who've been keeping track on what I've been doing in my life, I've moved from my old place to a new lovely house. And as you can imagine, it's got lovely lighting and I've got all this fancy dancy stuff happening. But if you want to follow me on my progress in terms of how I'm moving and everything, check out my Instagram page. I do upload more now than I did before, simply because of my move and just, that's what I do. Let's put Sonic the Hedgehog aside and let's get into the actual review itself, because that's what we're here for. And of course, I've missed you guys as much as I'm sure you missed me. And if you haven't missed me, well, don't know what to say about that. This is, for those who don't know, a Sonic the Hedgehog Sonic Black art print. Now this was released, this is last year's release, right? I'm pretty sure it was last year's release, and I haven't gotten around to actually upload, review it, talk about it, and all that fun stuff. Pardon me, simply because I've really never had the time for it at the time. There was a lot of things happening, and I wanted to review other things as is the natural progress of reviews and whatnot. And art prints weren't really the go-to review for me exactly. I'm thinking of getting a new keyboard. This one doesn't do it justice. I wanted to make it more blue. Completely off topic, of course. Now, this art print was released at a actual store by, I'll bring it up here on my screen, by a company by the name of funstock.co.uk. I've recently checked out their actual website, and regretfully, they don't seem to have any in stock. I do see these periodically pop up on eBay, so I do apologize on behalf of that. In case you wanted to pick these up at the time, it's just, yeah, I can only do what I can do at the time. Now, they did release about, I think, 7, and about 3 of them were like super exclusive. There's only like 500. These ones were like 1,000 or something. Other ones were 500. Other ones were like, I think, 150 or something. When I get to those up prints, I will talk about them, review them, and all the fun stuff. But this is essentially what you came in it. You came with a manila, I guess, casing. It's pretty hard cardboard. This in itself isn't. I'm not going to keep it. I'm just going to throw it away because it's, I don't think they really have any values in them, to be honest. It's just, it is what it is. At the very top, it just says, what it comes with, it says Sonic Black. So this is referred to as the Sonic Black art print, to say the least. Now, besides the art print, you do get something else. Before I talk about the art print, I know I'm beating around the bush here. I'll show you everything that it's meant to come with. It comes with this certificate of authenticity. I can't even say the word today. It's one of these days. A certificate of authenticity. Okay, you know what I mean. I'm sure I'm going to get paid out of. I'm going to get paid off and paid off. I can't even. I can't coherently even correct my my sentences correctly. It's one of those days. It's one of those days, guys. My first review back for how long, and I'm already mumbling up my words, to say the least. So basically what you get is you get a certificate of authenticity, which basically says this is a legit piece of art. You do get, these are pretty much stock standard with all the art. They're not this one in particular, these art pieces, except like I think 3 of them. When I get to them, I'll talk about them. They don't come numbered, but those other 3s, they do come numbered. This one's just a generic certificate, which basically, I'll do it like that. You can pause it, you can have a quick look at it. My cam's being very nice to me today. So you can pause it, read it, and it's just a bunch of, mumbo jumbo saying, hey, this is legit, blah, 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 blah. So if you ever pick up this art and you want to make sure it's legit, make sure this comes with it. If it doesn't have a picture of it, question it. If they can't provide you a picture, I wouldn't necessarily bother, because they are pretty pricey. I think they were about £15, which is, I think, $30 at the time when these art prints first came out. So it is a pricey. So in my opinion, it's better to get in its full completion, with this and the little certificate of authenticity. There we go, authenticity. I even said it correctly. Haha. Points for me. So let's talk about a little bit the art itself. It comes with a hard plastic piece of art, pretty sturdy, pretty comfy, and it comes with a little plastic sleeve as well. I think they're pretty nice. It's superb. And what makes this one in particular, it's unique. It encapsulates something that I don't see often in many art prints or in variations of creations in terms of Sonic items and all that. It mixes colors that don't normally, I'm not an artist, but it mixes colors that don't normally go well together, but somehow this works well together. So of course this is called Sonic Black. Pink cause it is predominantly black. So you have the retroness, which is Sonic the Hedgehog, which is colored in black. You have the black border, which is black, and that is the, I guess, the predominant aspect of it. If you look closely, you have, for example, the face of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is red. When I first picked this up, it threw me off. I'm like, black and red, does that even work? But it's grown on to me, so I'm definitely going to love it. It looks better. Personally, I think it looks better than some of the other art that I received, but it does its justice. Of course, if you look further down, you have good old Sonic the Hedgehog, classic Sonic the Hedgehog doing a run, collecting rings, and what appears to be in Green Hill Zone at the very bottom. Now, unlike most Green Hill Zone, it's meant to be colored green. This is colored red. And it's meant to give this, I don't know what it's meant to give, to be honest. I'm not an artist enough for me to actually say, hey, this is what it's aiming for. It's hardcore direction. It's just works in a weird, odd way. The thing that doesn't work for me personally is, of course, the blue. The blue throws me off. I don't know why it does, which is quite ironic because Sonic is blue and it's not meant to. But for the general art itself, I think the blue throws me off a little bit. Now, is it a bad piece of art? No. Is it the best piece of art? Subjective. I don't know. Give or take. Say what it is. And at the very bottom, just before I forget, you have Focus, my child of the north. Yeah, I watch Game of Thrones. Sue me. But yeah, you have, of course, just the picture, not the picture, the iconic Sonic the Hedgehog icon there. It's a nice piece of art. I'm definitely, I already bought a frame for it. I'm going to frame it. I'm going to hang it up on my wall. When I do more of a vlog sort of aspect, tell you guys what's up, what's happening with my channel, etc., etc., you're probably definitely going to see it on this side, like a wall of paintings that I have hanging. These ones are the ones that are predominantly done. Rarity. Depends on you're an artist. Do you like these sort of stuff? I'll say rarity, I'll probably give it maybe just 5 stars out of 10. It's not super hard to find. It's not super easy to find. It's kind of a mixed bag, to be honest. I think it is a beautiful piece of art in a weird, obscure, non-Sonic-esque kind of way, and I think it does justice for it, personally. But it's a good baby. It's a good piece of art. It's definitely, it's a talking piece. I got a few mates who basically said, well, what's this? What's going on here? Is this Shadow the Hedgehog? Is this the edgy head? I'm like, nah, mate. It's, get a better view here. It's, it is legit art, to say the least. Nice. They also mentioned it's got kind of like a grainy kind of like aspect to it. It's got like little black spodges around, kind of give it this badass graininess to it. I thought I'd mention that. His nose looks a bit interesting, to say the least. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out this review. Leave your thoughts down below. Is this something you would pick up? Is it something that throws you off just as much as I do? Is it growing on you? I think it's growing on me, to say the least. But thank you so much for those who've been checking out my, obviously, Instagram, and for those who definitely haven't left ship and basically said, hey, look, I don't want to basically follow, Tom anymore because he stopped uploading. I will be uploading more periodically. Trust me, I got a lot of stuff catching up to. I got a lot of plans with this channel, obviously Sonic related, so don't fright, it's going to happen. It's just, I need you to bear with me, to say the least. Guys, thank you so much for checking out this review. Speed on, peace out, and until next time, see ya.